The student that I love to have in the classroom is the student who has a curiosity and a drive inside of them, and they want to learn because learning's exciting.
Without the curiosity, you can't have intellectual rigor and intellectual depth. And in short, you can't produce the citizens that the world needs to move forward.
The processes that we have in a learning environment like Mount Madonna actually are the first formal training that a student would have about what it means to be a citizen of the community.
It's not just the relationships of the teachers to the kids, which I mean is a wonderful thing. It's the kids with each other, and then it's the families, and a community is created.
I'm really interested in the formation of communities, which is trust, respect, accountability, responsibility, a sense of doing for the whole, something that goes beyond the individual, compassion, empathy.
Mount Madonna really cares about the community aspect and not only academic learning and success, but also creative self-expression and integrity and self-reflection and all of these other gifts and talents that we can draw out of our students.
One of the big things I think that I try to do, and I think my colleagues try to do, is create an atmosphere where there is safety, where the relationships between the students are healthy and supportive.
And it just leads to such a different discussion and so much more personal that I can individually pick out strengths and weaknesses and individually write full responses on tests.
The commitment of the staff to know our students and form personal relationships with them.
Just the atmosphere, all the students seem really motivated and inspired, and it makes it a really fun place to work.
In an institution where you have theater arts, where you have travel programs, where you have your athletics, you have your academic inquiry, I think in an institution like that where a student is seen as an individual and their gifts are acknowledged and drawn out, I think they have a much better chance of flourishing.
Our program requires 4 years of most academic subjects. The academics prepare students to think critically, to examine things, including their own values, as well as problem solve creatively. And that's in math, in social studies, analyzing literature. So it teaches those analytical and creative problem solving skills all throughout the high school.
For me, it's not just about putting on a play and learning the craft of theater. If I can create a safe environment along with their help and my fellow teachers' help, that kids feel safe to absolutely dive in. They've played hard and exposed themselves, their true selves, with each other, and that goes huge in terms of establishing true friendship, true relationship.
One of the interesting things about the values program is that it isn't to tell them what their values are. It's an inquiry that they engage in to determine what are the values that will provide meaning for their life. And so we're in this process of discovery. The other thing I love about it is the capacity or the ability for us to travel.
And so to see the growth that happens and the self-development that happens while we're traveling is amazing. And I think every time we come back from a trip, there's a transformation that happens that's really exciting and magical to see.
It's about, raising good kids. I think they get performing arts, dance, foreign languages starting in first grade.
The system in science can be pretty stifling for different types of learners, and I think I bring a lot of enthusiasm for getting everybody into understanding these complex subjects in science.
To go along with our educational process of having small classroom sizes, the same thing kind of comes out in our sports world. We have smaller teams which equate more one-on-one with the coaches.
Really great, successful seasons with taking a really small group of students and going out there and challenging all the teams, or the best teams in the area, And our students just find a way to be really mentally tough and supportive of each other, which allows them to do really remarkable things.
We are such small class sizes that I get to know the kids to such a level that I can trust them and we can go out into the environment and have teaching moments outside the classroom.
If you just look outside and you see the trees and you can see the whole bay and you're just in the middle of an ecosystem.
So if I'm going to teach a lesson in environmental science or a lesson in biology, I can walk right out my door and everything I need is right there. We don't even have to take a field trip to go take a benthic sample in an aquifer in a lake or something like that. We can look at rivers, redwood forests, different biomes even that are available on this mountain.
I think my favorite thing about Mount Madonna students is their courage. I mean, they're creative, they're self-expressive, they're always willing to try new things and really put themselves out there. I think the performing arts plays a lot into that, but also the academic classes where they're not afraid to be themselves fully.
I mean, the kids want to engage and be creative and try new things because it's more fun. It's just, it can be scarier if your peers around you are staring at you. You don't see that here.
They hold such caring and respect for each other that is really uncommon for this age group level and shows a lot of maturity. And it goes beyond for your own peers. It's shown from, you know, seniors to second graders and fifth graders to eighth graders. It really creates a special community of kids supporting each other to reach their potential.
The implicit curriculum, which are the processes by which you teach and the relationships within the teaching environment, that's what produces and develops the character of the human being.
To take all of those skills that a kid needs to be successful, are they reflective? Are they learning from their mistakes? Are they able to work positively with others? Are they engaged? Are they curious? Are they passionate?
I always tell anybody who's checking out our school or is interested in our school that come watch these kids give their graduation speeches.
I think that a Mount Madonna education combined with a good college education will make you a creative innovator because we're teaching kids to be independent, self-starters, and creative contributors.
It's a special place because it's not just about you know, final grades or test scores. It's more about personal development and, you know, self-discovery of what's going to help you to be happy. In our society, I just haven't found that in many other places.
I think our students come out of Mount Madonna really confident. They know what they want to do with their lives in terms of what they're passionate about and how they can live their passions in service to the world.